Hi students, it's Miss S with another art project for you. Now, last time you learned about the color wheel and what colors mean on the color wheel. But before that, we had a project based on a skill called perspective. Does anybody remember what perspective is? I'm hoping so. Perspective is when something is close to you, it's large and real looking. And as it goes into the distance or farther away, it becomes smaller. That's perspective. Remember? Okay, this project is also based on perspective. It is an art skill. Here it is. Now, as you can see, the penguin that is the closest to us is bigger. The road that the penguins are on is wider and bigger in the front, close to us. As the road moves farther away, it becomes less wide or narrower. And as you can see, the penguin that is in the distance is smaller. Does everybody still remember that? Perspective. Now, what you'll need for this project, I will provide white paint. You'll need colored pencils to color in the penguins, a glue stick, and scissors. I will provide the drawing of the penguins. Penguins are black. And if you look at the penguins in the picture, they're black. They have orange feet, orange beak. You can make the eyes whatever color you want. I made mine blue. And this is an emperor penguin. If you look up an emperor penguin, you'll see that it has a little bit of yellow right below the beak on the penguin's belly. Okay? I colored them both the same. When you're done coloring the penguins, you're going to cut them out. If you cannot cut, have your parent, guardian, or sibling help you cut. But I would like you to try because it's important to have good skills in cutting. Okay? Now, for the background, we're going to set the penguins aside for now. You're going to get a sheet of light blue paper, and it's going to have a road drawn on it, like this, and then we're going to cut it out. And it should look like this. Okay. Then you're going to get a sheet of dark blue paper. We're going to match up the corners, the lower right. And then we're going to take a glue stick and paste the paper on. I'll show you how. Here's my glue stick. I'm going to turn it over. And I always just use the outer edges to put glue on. Turn it over. I'm going to match up the corners in the bottom right of the light blue and the dark blue paper. And then I'm going to press it down like that. Does everybody understand? Okay. Also during this lesson, I'm going to teach you something called technique. And what technique is, it is a way that you will do art to make it look more real. We're going to use a little technique in our painting of the snow, because behind the penguins, you can see there's snow mountains. Okay? I'm going to show you how to make the snow look like it's real and it's piled up into kind of a mountain or just a big area of snow. I'm going to put this down. Now, this is glued on. We're going to take our brush. We're going to start at the tip of the road, and we're going to kind of do a swirly like this. Put a lot of paint on your brush because that always helps. Does everybody see how I'm doing kind of swirlies on top of one another? Like I said, this is called a technique. It makes the snow look like it's in a pile on top of one another, which is what happens with snow. I'm not just painting like this. I'm doing kind of a swirl. And I'm only going up to the light blue road. I'm not going to go over it. Now, does everybody see how that looks kind of real? And then I'm going to do it on the other side as well, but only up to the light blue road. Okay. And when we're all done with this, we're going to set this aside so it can dry. Now, if you take a look at this, it does look like a pile or a mountain of snow because of the technique that we used. It was the way that we applied the paint to the paper. We're going to set that aside and let it dry. And then what we're going to do is take our glue sticks, put glue on the back of the penguins, and we're going to place them on the road. Now, the big penguin is in the front. The smaller penguin is farther away and on the more narrow part of the road. Everybody understand? And this is what your picture should look like when it's finished. Now, if you want to, you can take a Q-tip with the white paint and put some snow in the sky, only if you want to. I did not do it on this one, but you can do it if you want. It's your art. We did it last time on our last project when we did perspective. And I showed you how to use the Q-tip. You dip it into the paint and you just lightly touch the paper. This is our perspective artwork. And we're building on skills this year. Thanks, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.